Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well, and labor in the word and doctrine. Shalom and peace. With that being to the elect of the nation of Israel. Now this will be a quick one. Wars and rumors of wars. These are the Messiah's words, speaking on any tensions between nations. These are all prophetic signs at the end. We of course are looking. We as Bible believing individuals are looking forward, or looking for the Messiah's return. So these are the tokens, as it's spoken about in 2nd Ezra's, or the signs that's spoken about in Matthew 24. Or some of them at least, to be looking for. So it's not a thing that every single war is going to pop off and that's going to be the end. But wars and rumors of wars certainly, once again, are the signs, the indicators of the end, as spoken by the Messiah. And we'll get into that, Lord willing. So it says China's completely surrounded Taiwan with 140 warplanes and 50 warships. And of course this has far-reaching consequences internationally, with different relations, global relations, especially now in this day and age. Everyone is very interdependent, meaning every country relies on many other countries for the day-to-day functioning of that country as it currently is. So that'll have far-reaching impacts, of, as they would say, biblical proportion. So it says, the People's Liberation Army has mobilized aircraft from different theater commands to take part in an island encirclement patrol near Taiwan, which experts said could signal a new strategy to prepare for regional military conflicts. The aircraft drills coincided with joint sea and air training conducted by the PLA's Shandong aircraft carrier in the Western Pacific Ocean since early this week. And this is dated, it didn't actually say, but today's date is the 15th September 2022. So that'll be the week. Where are we? Yep. It says, according to recent reports, Taipei has tracked at least 143 airplanes and 56 warships entering air defense zone in 4 days as part of Beijing's island encirclement patrol. So as military expert says, intensifying pressure from mainland China could be a form of cognitive warfare to make Taiwanese people drop their guard, and warns of the possibility of a surprise attack. And then we've got to read more. Every time that we read an article about a war or rumor of war, does it mean its end? The end is not yet, the end is not by and by, but these are signs, tokens to be watching for as Bible believers. Right, so Matthew 24:1 says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Right, so what is the sign? Let's get into that word now. In the Greek, because you have the Hebrew, the manuscript West Leningrad Codex, if I'm saying that correctly, WLC, which is a lot of this is written, or that's the manuscript we use on Blue Letter. But of course, the copy we have today, is in Greek. Right, the word for sign.
Strong's G 4592. Semayon. Semayon.
Right, so it's a sign, mark, token, that by which a person or a thing is distinguished from others and is known. A sign, prodigy, portent, i.e. an unusual occurrence, transcending the common course of nature. Of signs portending remarkable events soon to happen. Of miracles and wonders by which the Most High authenticates the men sent by him, or by which men prove that the cause they are pleading is the Most High's. So that's the word signs. So these are the signs. How you know it's happening. Oops. Let me go back into this. So, verse 3 again. And as he sat up on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. Right, Mashiach would be the Hebrew word for anointed. Christ, I'm jumping the gun a bit there, Christ goes back to the Greek word Christos, which means to be anointed or rubbed. Simply it means rubbed, but anointed in this context. So Christos is where you get the word Christ, and then the Hebrew word, so the word that they would use, around the times of the Messiah would be Mashiach. So many will come in the name of the Messiah, saying, I am the Messiah. The Messiah doesn't necessarily mean Savior, but again it means anointed. That's where you get Mashiach is where you get the English term Messiah. Should have said that. Right, so many individuals, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumours of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So you just have to look at it and take it in the context that it is. Be watching the news, watch what's happened, bear in mind the words of the Messiah, because these are how we measure the time, as it speaks about in Esdras. Keep it brief. Next one, Lord willing. Shalom.